And we're back, everybody. I wanted to take some time to go back. For those of you who are joining me, this is part two of the phishing attempt that happened to me. And you know how we feel when people try and do cyber crimes against socks. Boo, absolutely. So um I'm trying out a soundboard while we're at it. So guys, please pardon my corniness. Okay. If you can hear those claps, just know they're they're canned laughs. Um, let's give everybody a quick rewind of what was going on, right? I received a weird email, and from that email, it was a call to action. That call to action was that I needed to pay money in order for me to keep ephemeral networks .io and .me up and running. It looked like what would come from uh a authentic source. But once I opened up the email and I did this inside of a sandbox environment. I went to the link, which then showed a redirection happening right before our eyes, and I presented that in part one. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the first recording that I did, and let me see if I can grab that for you. And I'll drop the link for you right here inside the stream so that you can see it. Hold on. Let me go to it. That would be this one. And then something's fishy. Yep, that's it. Let's go to it. Let's stop that and let's share. Let's go ahead and copy that. What I will do is, because you are my favorite cyber investigators, you guys are going to help me solve this crime. We will show it. This is where we'll go to find out who or what is behind this mysterious email that I received that was prompting me to pay money forward to get information. So I'll drop the link inside of the regular chat so that everybody who's viewing can just go ahead and pick up that check out the first part of this recording. This is part one that I just dropped in the chat so that you guys can follow along. And if you got questions, please feel free to drop it inside of the chat where you're viewing from, and I'll be more than happy to pick it up and talk to you guys about it. Um, Another thing to note, let's do some slight housekeeping, because some of you guys might not know what phishing is other than somebody that's going fishing, right? What is phishing? So um phishing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Let me present a screen right quick so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Bam. Let's go over here and we'll share that. And yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and make me a little bit even smaller than that. And let's get my banner of part one off the screen right quick and drop me down. Okay, so Google of the word phishing tells us that phishing is the fraudulent practice. And let me go ahead and zoom in for you. Click that and make that a little bit easier for us to read. Phishing, the fraudulent practice of sending emails or other messages purporting to be from reputable companies in order to induce individuals to reveal personal information such as passwords and credit card numbers. Now, what could be going on right now that would cause people to want to get that type of information even more than ever? Oh, I know. It's the holiday seasons. And those holiday seasons tend to get us and attract the wrong type of people. And we need to be aware of them. Ooh, those are bad, bad people. They're not very nice, and they're always trying to get their hands on our special information, which we need to be aware of, right? So you guys stick along with me and we'll go through some of the steps that we took to find out what was going on. I'm just going to jump back a little bit because we're in part 2, and I think it's important for those who are choosing to pick up and view from here to understand what's going on. I got an email. I forwarded that email to a safer email that I had access to. From there, I sent I opened up, or I saved the email as a text file because it's an email, so it should have everything in markdown language. So let's just go ahead and move our. We're gonna just drop that down, and we're gonna pick this one up. And this was the contents of said email. As you can see, they were saying that they're from support HostGator, right? But if we here, let's make it a little bit bigger so that everybody can see the craziness that I had to endure. The date is, of course, Tuesday, 12 December 2023. And what they're saying that is from support.hostgator is what I'll see inside of my message header. But here's really where it's coming from: easytrot.com. And you can see this if, as I said before, for all the people who are saying that they want to get into cybersecurity, they want to become active, they want to learn these tools and kind of find out like what the hacker mindset is. You receive opportunities every day, and today I'm just sharing with you guys how I stay sharp, what I do to stay familiar, right? So it's from easytrot.com, right? And then the subject line, of course, payment for invoice, blah, 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 blah. And excuse me, my apologies. And also we see message ID, right? So the message ID typically tells me where that information is coming from. So we have these long character strings at easytrot.com. So right now, easytrot.com doesn't seem like too good of a place. And then they sent it to socks at ephemeralnetworks.com. This is a publicly available email that anyone can go and find. So it's not anything too hackery there. So then we can read, dear customer, Ephemeral Networks. Now let's think about it. They are saying that they're from where? From HostGator, right? I would imagine all my emails that I get from HostGator are probably going to use the name that they have with me on file, or whoever they've addressed it to. They're not going to say dear customer, blah 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 blah. So that's something that's pretty interesting for me. We need your immediate attention regarding the invoice, blah, 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 blah. So far, I want to give our hackers a A plus. There's no misspelled words inside this hack. I mean, I guarantee you I can show you a ton of other email messages that I've received that, misspell all sorts of things, and it's hilarious. So maybe AI is improving their approach, maybe not, who knows, right? So it says, unfortunately, we were unable to process the payment as there's either no registered payment method in your account or there's an issue with the existing payment method. Good job, good approach. But let's think back. If we're being honest, we were unable to process the payment as there is either no registered payment. However, I'm utilizing a service, so how could I not have a registered payment? Unless they gave me a trial domain name. Do those happen? Do they have those out there? And if they do, let me know. Let me find out. Tell me where to go so that I can figure these things out. So, I continue moving, and then I see my friend right here. Let me show y'all my friend right here. Href. Any of you guys who have ever taken a web coding class, we know what Href is. It means it's a link. There's a link inside here, and we need to We need to be aware of that, right? So this one gives me a webmail talk blah 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 Finley's Whiskey Shop DE Denmark, right? So the ID3 equals ephemera. That's some more processing language that can go into um identifying, like when you want to swap out known things from dictionaries that you have locally that you've been processing multiple things, like if you use MailChimp, sometimes they use automated methods in order to push out multiple amounts um of information or technology, right? So from there, so we got this nice little, you see, it's lighting up. So I can do that. And also they had, pay your invoice. Please ensure blah 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 your prop cooperation in resolving this matter swiftly. And they say we appreciate it. I believe you. I believe that you appreciate it. And you would appreciate it if I spent that $5 in that transaction so that you would capture my credentials and then purchase all sorts of crazy things on the internet, right? But we didn't fall into a victim, and they couldn't get our cash, so the money stays in my pocket. What are we gonna do? So now I'm looking at this, right? The first thing that I did was I looked at what was what was happening, and the webmail dot blah 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 blah. That's cool. That could take me definitely to the thing that sent me that information. But the Finley's whiskey shop.de and HostGator, does that seem like it makes sense? I don't think so. I think that perhaps fraudulent, fraudulent. I don't think that HostGator has a whiskey front end. But let's couch this a little bit later. Let's move along, right? Oops. So as I drop that down, let's go ahead and pick up my phishing. I think I want to bring this back for us, right? So let's go to virus total. First thing I did was at Virus Total. Virus Total, for those of you who don't know what Virus Total is, it is a platform that allows you to analyze suspicious files without you having the tools on your platform. But they've done all the work to aggregate and look at specific signatures from hash files to determine whether or not your file is authentic. So if you are suspicious of a particular URL or a domain name, like let's say socks on fire.com, we get this really lovely response that's going on, and they tell you when the analysis occurred. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay. And let's go back, because what we're going to do is we're going to drop one of the URLs that we saw inside of this this little assessment right here, right? So we're going to go, and again, domain name, right? Let's check out the domain name. Boop. Let's go here because I'm trying. Let's go. There we go. And then we're going to shift, and then we're going to just copy that part, right? Control C that boy. Drop that back down, and then we're going to drop it here. Boom. All right, so Finley's Whiskey Shop. We check this and we search it. It's going to come back clean, right? Why is it going to come back clean, guys? It's coming back clean because it's a legitimate place. And we know that because when we go to this, which we looked at before we hopped off, it's actually just a place in Germany, or I believe Germany or Denmark, that's out there just doing their work. They have whiskeys and things like that. And when we clicked the link, we had had a redirection that was occurring from here that then pushed us on over to uh imposter site that looked like soldiers that looked like what did it look like? It looked like HostGator. It was a well crafted website. So then let's go ahead. I'm just going to drop this down for those of you who are looking to find out how to get to that site. It's called virustotal.com. You can go there and then drop in your suspicious emails right here, and then you'll get information like this. But that wasn't the only domain that was being shown, I don't think. Let's check and see if there were any others. All right, so we had this one, and I think Easy Trot. Let's see if there is a copy. Again, I would recommend, if you are doing this also, instead of running naked like on top of your actual, operating system, start up a VM. Run everything from a VM and work from there. That's a really great way to keep the viruses where they belong. But if I go to easytrot.com, let's see. Hopefully it's not a naughty site. What? Look at this. I think we got a little pay dirt here, a little bit of pay dirt. Now, why did I get excited about this? Because whoever created this didn't practice proper security practices to make sure that your Apache default page doesn't pop up. This is hilarious. So, is this a script kiddie or is this a hacker? Let's see. Is it a script kiddie or a hacker? I'm gonna go with script kiddie for $500. What do you guys think? Put something in the chat if you think that it's a script kiddie. Please feel free. But here's that good old easytrot.com. If I had some animations, I would totally do it. But what does this tell us? This tells us that the site that I am being phished from. Let's not go to jail today, right? So the support HostGator contact information leads me back to EasyTrot. And this is the invoice. I'm so tempted. Let's see. Let's learn a little bit more about this. Shall we? Yeah. That's why we do these things. So we can learn. All right. So we got easytrot.com. I am going to spin up a VM. Let's spin up a VM and see what's going on. All right. So first thing that I'm gonna do, we saw EasyTrot not secure. So they're using HTTP. That's our favorite thing for our nefarious actors to be utilizing out in the wild. Why? Because that means that they don't practice good security practices. Uh-oh. Let's get our boy on up and cracked and running. While we get this started, let's see. Do I have theme music? Okay. All right. Thanks for your patience. We're featuring our friend and yours, your friend and mine, Parrot OS. Easy Trot is the website. I have this up so that I can share um some of the things that we're gonna do. So let's see. Um let's type in our password. Boom. All right. Invalid password. Hold on. Let's before we get all hackety schmackety, let's get this thing together. All right. So boom. All right. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me one more time. Shall we get more music? So I like that little beat. That's a nice little ditty right there. Let's go ahead. Let's run some commands. Now we're just learning, and learning is fun. Um, let's get some notes going on. Do we? First of all, let's do a What we gonna do? Do a ping to quad eights. All right, cool. We're doing good. Um, we got our VPN up and running. Uh, One thing that I do want to do is right click. Let's split horizontal. Yeah, let's split horizontally. Yeah. And then we will split vertically. Okay, cool. All right. So, for those of you who are looking to figure out what program I'm using in this moment, it's a program called Terminator. Terminator is pretty dope. It allows you to multiplex without using tmux commands. I'm going to go ahead and hide that. And I'm also going to move this over. No, I'm going to keep that here. Keep that there. Boom. Let's keep that there. Let's see. Can I? Nope. Let's move me for a second. Got it. Let's move me. Oops. Control Z. Cancel. My bad, guys. I was doing some weirdness, but what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna do another split horizontally, just so that we don't come down. I'm gonna use that red mark to so that I don't have text that's happening down here or going behind my head. I would make it all bigger, but I'm kind of crazy right now. Um, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna run a dig command. How about that? And before we even do that, let me give you guys just the whole screen. Uh, boom. Or no, we'll go there. All right. And what I'll do is I don't even need all of these. Let's just close that. Close, close, and close. And the reason why I'm closing because I'm thinking about how small the text is. You guys probably aren't going to really enjoy that. So, can I make this bigger? Let's see. It won't let me zoom it. Let's maximize that boy. And then, nope, that's my get fun layout. It's my get layout. No. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run a dig command. A dig command is going to provide me information on easytrot.com. And you run your easy command, or you run your dig command without the HTTPS and the dubs. You should be able to just dig this one and then get some information back. Boom, 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 boom. It should give me my good old fashioned DNS lookups on Easy Trot. Let's run another nifty little command. Let's make sure that we're hitting the right one. So we're gonna curl. Curl allows me to pull down the information within the URL. Let me see, what does curl stand for? I forget what curl stands for. Curl command. Curl stands for client URL. So if I want to just pull from EasyTrot, I should be able to curl. Oh, no. I want to curl and find out the IP of it. So curl IP info .io, which is a really great little tool there. And then we're going to put in easy trot, because no one likes a hard trot. We do easy trots around here. easytrot.com. Let's see, what do we get? Ooh, the curl tech. I might have that wrong. Curl. Yeah, that's it. Give it to me. Let me just double check. I'm just going to the ipinfo.com's website to try and see if I'm running the correct. And they may have stopped this for obvious reasons. But I can also, there's other commands that I can use. I forgot what it was called. I'm looking for one of the really cool sites that give you all sorts of information. And it's not like NS lookup or anything like that, but we could use NS lookup, couldn't we? On this tasty little gift from heaven. easytrot.com. And will it give me some wonderful things? And I want to see why I can't curl the last site that I was going after. Ooh, there's something going on there. Ooh, in 30 minutes, I gotta go, y'all, because it is date night. Ooh. And who wouldn't love a little date night? Can I get a round of applause? Oh, we gotta go first. Let's see. There's a couple things I would like to find out about this website. And with it being present here, there's things that I don't want to know about this website also. But let's take a step back. Let's think to ourselves, right? What are some good things that we can do? First of all, we could report Easy Trot. We could show down Easy Trot, and that would be exploratory. But we got to make sure that even though this is part of not a not so nice thing that's happening on the internet, and yes, I have to be a little bit more responsible. Let me go ahead and shut this down. Let me just stop, because there I am. There I am getting excited about to go forth and teach people some behavioral practices that might not be in the best interest of everyone else. So, good stop. Let me talk to you guys about some remediation. So, I believe it's ICE, not ICE. ICE is for immigration. Internet. Uh, Internet reporting, and you guys can see me as I Google my way through it. Internet reporting, malicious, malicious. What are we gonna do? Malicious. There it is. The ICC, is that Crime Complaint Center? Yeah, IC3. You can go here, and from here, you can share and make other people be safe, and get some observation on some of those bad behaviors that you see, so we just go to file a complaint, and then, you know I wouldn't say ransomware, but definitely, other cyber crime. And then they say, hey, please have this information ready, and then it's your victim email. So, and this is important, right? This is how we all stay safe. We stay safe through not going and being a vigilante. Bad socks, bad socks. I know. Don't go after the bad guys. It's against the law. That is definitely the wrong answer. See? Got the buzz. But this is the right answer, right? And what we need to do from this step on, we have a description of this information. We have a whole website. I have a video that I can share in order to help the FBI and other people crack down on these things. And maybe by me doing this, guess what? Maybe by me doing this, I save your grandmother from becoming the next victim. Well, I'm gonna get off pretty soon, which I'm sure a lot of people are excited about. But I want you guys to stay safe out there. Remember, um, while you can go further and do defensive things because someone did something to you, that's not always the right answer, and it can also often end up putting us in a really bad position. And one of the things that I'd like to share with you guys is, hey, I hope that you all were able to follow along with me this far. You guys see where you can go to report these things, and also we can work together, and collectively we'll protect each other. One person acting on his own only saves him or herself, whereas when we inform everyone else, then that gives the greater population the opportunity to respond. I want to thank you guys for your time. Thanks for tuning in, and again, as always, thanks, and more thanks.